I am determined to get this message to you. Somebody does not want me to get this message to you. Okay. The reason that you are stuck on this specific person is because you have an uncanny ability to perceive the hidden mysteries of the universe. And while this is useful in some circumstances, my job, for instance, following your intuition for yours, it's also causing you to see the trauma, the hidden trauma of someone that's standing in front of you, and also their potential. And you're becoming enamored of their future potential rather than being very present in the moment with who they actually are right now. This is creating an imbalance in your relationships and in your life in general, because you are overgiving, forgiving to the point where your own needs are not being met, and you just have so much compassion for the other person. They're like, that's all right. But it's not okay. It's not okay. The truth is, most of the people that are stuck on a significant other in these readings that I do, they're focusing on somebody that any other person who felt secure would never be attracted to. They would sense that there was just, other things that this person was giving their attention to, and it would give them the ick, and they would be over it. They would be totally over it. But you still see the version of this person that you created, the idealized version of this person. You still imagine this new beginning where this person returns to you and they apologize for everything they've done. And, you embrace them and you forgive them. And then you have this beautiful, happy life together. And it is a beautiful story. And I'm not saying it never happens, but I am saying that this is the reason why you can't let go of this specific person. You are holding on to their potential, but not the reality of them. If you want to change this, if you want to move, if you want to stop being stuck, you need to take some steps. So let's see what advice there is for you to overcome this tendency that you have. All right. So first of all, this is likely coming from a wound around the Five of Pentacles. Now, I literally just did a reading last night about, and I posted it as a short today, but I did a reading about when a communication was going to come. And this was the answer. It was going to come, or whether it was going to come, whether it was actually going to come. And this was the answer. Yes, it was going to come, but it was going to come with a little bit of work that you needed to do. And the work that you needed to do was to stop looking for it. You need to stop turning back and looking to see if it was there, because that action is indicating that this communication that you're seeking from this person is some kind of a validation. And you've entered into a period of your life where your self-worth has to come from your own validation. You cannot get it from outside of yourself. It's almost like your guides, your guardians, the higher power, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, will not let you receive this validation from anyone else but you. Until you do that, you won't be able to move into this next phase of your life that you would like to move into, whether that's to receive abundance or be with a specific person, whatever it is. It feels like a punishment, but it's not. If you do receive validation from this other person by being chosen by them or them communicating with you, that takes your power away. And you've entered into a time in your life where you want to remain empowered. You want to have your own power and not be giving it to someone else to drain it from you and then not give it back, right? That's what the imbalance thing is what the imbalance thing is implying. So the advice in the reading last night was to keep walking straight ahead, focusing on your passions, your interests, your ability to establish your foundation here in the material, your gifts, your talents, the people that are already around you, being very much present in those activities, present in your community, connecting with others, connecting with some passion from your childhood, whatever it is. That is the advice. It's saying, if you keep doing that, you keep building up this inner knowing that you are so worthy of that love and attention and care that you give to others right now in this present moment, not in a future, but right now. Now, the beauty of that is it creates this Four of Wands energy. The Four of Wands is stable, healthy foundations in relationships and connections. It's something to celebrate. It's reuniting. A lot of times we see this card as soulmates aligning together and commitment, marriage, whatever. I have really decentered marriage and the patriarchy, so I'm not interested in that. But for those of you that still want to have that traditional commitment or whatever, working on these wounds around lack, around unworthiness, really helps you to call this in, this aligned, matching energy that can be stable for you. It's not going to be a situation where you're going to be waiting for this other person, you know, to figure out who they are, to start expressing their most authentic self, to drop the mask, to stop needing approval from others and needing validation from others. One of the reasons that the people that you focus on go and try to get validation from all these other partners instead of you is because they can't receive validation from you. They need validation from themselves. And rather than getting that, they're looking everywhere else. Now, you might not be doing that. You might not be seeking validation from everywhere else. Instead, you're seeking validation from this one person. But it's the same wound that you're both experiencing. It's most likely why you've both been attracted to one another. So working on your worthiness, staying in your lane, focusing straight ahead, not looking to see if they've caught up to you, expecting that when you are really in the best space for you, the right person or the right version of the person that you are interested in does show up. Now, what happens to most people is when they start to really become themselves, when they start to really feel themselves, when they start to really feel good and excited and interested, they lose interest in potential, and they are more interested in what is really showing up. So this period of no communication has been about healing these wounds that you've received probably from childhood, from, you know, a lack of experiences that reinforced that you can validate your own feelings, that you can be proud of yourself. When I was pregnant with my son, I went and took early childhood development classes. I was working as a nanny at the time. I figured it would improve my ability to maintain employment and also help me raise my child. And I learned at that time that when you want to praise a child, you should actually encourage them to praise themselves first. So the way that I raised my son is he would do something that I was proud of, and something I knew he should be proud of. Like, let's say he gets, you know, he got picked for a role in a play, or he got like a really good score on a test, or he just built a really cool Lego building. And I would say to him, "Oh my God, that's so cool. Are you proud of yourself?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm so proud of myself." Because what that did was teach him that he didn't need to get my permission to be proud of himself. He actually had this moment to affirm for himself, "Yeah, you know, I am proud of this." After he said that, I'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm so proud of you too. And I'm proud of you for being proud of yourself." Because, you know, sometimes people aren't proud of themselves when they do things. That is how I want you to approach yourself. I want you to start being more interested in whether or not you are personally choosing yourself, you are personally proud of yourself, than whether this person is choosing you or not. I'm seeing the Three of Wands here, and I know that this has been a long time coming, but I do see this on the horizon. I do see this moment where, you know, all of the time, energy, attention that you've been pouring into yourself, all of the faith you've had is going to pay off. Now, whether this person is going to be the one who comes back or not, it's sort of irrelevant, because as soon as you start being fully present to yourself, that is going to be so fulfilling that the union you're experiencing within has to reflect without. There's that Ace of Pentacles. I do think you're going to get something very solid, and I think there's going to be some competition around it, Just saying.